Yeah, this is going to be, I feel like this is going to be a good episode. I hope it doesn't suck.
This is the Pizza and Hummus podcast.
I'm looking at Spider-Man covered in cheese in my bowl.
Get that nutrient in me.
Here we go. Now, here we go. Here we go. Now, here we go.
Oh!
I laughed way too hard at that. That's the worst thing ever.
And we are back with the Pizza and Hummus podcast. One thing I wanted you guys to know is if you guys are listening to the podcast and you haven't followed us on Twitter or Facebook, please do that. You could find us Pizza and Hummus podcast for, I believe that's the Twitter handle, or it's just Pizza and Hummus. Mm-hmm. I doubt that there's a lot of things called Pizza and Hummus. But yeah, if you can find us, we would love to hear your guys' input on what you think we should do episodes on, what you think we should talk about, what do you think we should be making fun of. Because that's really all this is.
Yeah.
I like to believe that this podcast is a way for everybody to just take their mind off of work, off of whatever's going on in the news, off of, whatever's been bothering you in life, and just laugh at the little things. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's kind of our goal. We think of something that's pretty common, something that people can relate to, or just something weird and just kind of making fun of it. And we want to be that type of podcast. We want to be able to provide that type of stuff. So we're trying to find other content and ways to give that to you guys to make you guys laugh. So yeah, definitely check out our Facebook and Twitter. Is anything else you'd like to add, Richie?
No, check us out, follow us, give us feedback. Share with your friends. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yep. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And yeah, like I said, let us know your thoughts. Let us know if there's something that, hey, can you guys make fun of this? Or, hey, can you guys talk about your experiences with this? 'Cause that's one thing we do too. We kind of provide a little bit with our, kind of child, a little bit backstory, so you guys have a good idea of where we're coming from. Mm-hmm. So that way, when we make fun of something and make the jokes, you guys are kind of joining in on the ride, and you kind of feel like you're kind of part of this, part of this conversation. So yeah, so definitely check us out on social media. And I'm here with Richie.
Man, you don't even need your own hype, man. That's a lot going on there.
It's great to be with you too. Tony the Tiger coming in live. Just trying to get the hype, everybody, because trying to act more manly.
Oh, are you relating that to this episode today?
Indeed I am. This time we're talking about manly men, and we're gonna see if we actually meet that criteria.
Yeah, I think it's more so
and
like
we can meet that criteria.
Yeah, I think it's more so like us from our perspective, growing up as boys and into men, being surrounded by the like literally like the peer pressure of other boys and men.
Yeah,
of what you're supposed to like. And whether we actually like those things, or if we were just like, yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get why they toss the ball and then they make $1 million. I don't really understand.
Yeah, I play a game that you'll see kids play outside,
and they're always laughing.
Yeah,
I feel like we're skipping the whole manly phase and just going straight into like anything that does make us manly is just kind of like more of like a dad.
Yeah,
like we skid right past manly, went straight into dadly.
Yes.
Of like anything that we're like, oh, that's kind of manly, and be like, no, that's what dads do. Like I like to sit in the quiet. That sounds nice. I like to cut the grass, dad. I like to like a nice balanced breakfast.
I like good fiber for my digestive system.
I like low cholesterol.
I like thinking of crazy puns.
Do love a good pun.
Do love a good pun. Do love a good dad joke. No, yeah. I think that's it. I think it's safe to say it's like where are you? I'm not manly. I'm dadly.
Right.
Dadly. I feel like that's the comfort zone where like you're a man enough to not worry about being cool, but you're just being practical.
Yep.
You appreciate the little things because now as you get older, you start owning things. You start taking you have more appreciation.
Yeah.
You're more confused about younger people. And why they do things,
Dad.
Yeah, you're dadly. You're dadly. Yeah.
Yep. You like to tell a joke just for you and make everyone feel uncomfortable that it was such a bad and lame joke, and you're just sitting there laughing as hard as you've ever laughed.
One thing I wanted to do was talk about what was your dad like?
Oh,
what is your dad like? Because both of our dads are still currently alive. When you saw your dad, who you could say is like, okay, yeah, that's like, when you grow up, you see your dad, oh, this is what a man's supposed to do. This is what dads are. You could be like, all right, what did your dad do?
Yeah.
What did my dad do? And then we can go through from there.
Okay.
I think that'd be kind of sweet.
Yeah. What's funny is we're talking about being what people consider manly, and there's if someone says it, there's some things that come to your head immediately, the listener. And if we're starting with my dad, like my dad's like a manly guy. I think he's handy. He likes sports, all other man stuff.
Yeah, manly thing. Well, no, because like we have, we can go through like a big list of like all the things.
Yeah.
That like, okay, this is when everyone says manly man.
Yeah.
When you hear that phrase.
Yeah.
You're thinking, okay,
Chest hair.
they're doing this. Yeah, they have these things.
Right. I don't cook my meat before I eat it. I'm not scared of E. coli or salmonella.
I'm only gonna cook it if it's a fire that I've made out of the people I conquered.
What's funny is like my dad is that stuff and I'm not. As far as
No?
20th century manly stuff, I wasn't like, well, my dad likes sports, so I like sports.
So your dad does your dad just like sports? Like, does he keep track of all the sports, or is there like he's a dedicated hockey fan?
He does
baseball fan,
baseball, football,
Okay.
and tennis.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to be able to speak man, you can go up to any man.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is just say a team's name.
And they're there. It's like they're speaking another language. If Randy gives them the swirly ball 2 more times, we're going to have to cut him some slack back in Chester fence. And it's a whole nother language, and I don't like it. And I'll usually just say, hey, man, can we talk about, like, I don't know, Harry Potter or something?
With sports, I don't even know if I can begin now. The train has been gone.
No.
And every time I jump in, and everyone knows the entire roster. They know every single player's name. They know all their attributes, all this stuff. They compared it to last season, the season before, and they have the whole history and chronological thing. And it's just like one team. We're not even talking about the whole sport itself. One team.
You know, there's 50 states.
Yeah. I don't know if all 50 play. I've never seen the Alaskan whatevers and the Hawaiians play the...
You just wait.
It'll happen. I think being a sportscaster would be the coolest job.
Yeah.
Because, I don't really know what they're talking about half the time with sports, but they all get to wear suits, and then occasionally one of them just holds a football.
They do.
They just hold a football, and they're just like, yeah, we're in a studio.
never throws it.
No, he can't throw it.
No.
He's in a tiny studio. It's contained, but he's just holding the football, and he's just like, yeah. He's like, and with sports, they're good. Like I was like, that'd be such a cool. Like, think about it. If I loved sports, that would be the coolest job. You get to put on a suit, you dress nice,
Yeah.
You go in like you're gonna fix someone's financial crisis, but instead you're just talking about like your favorite game.
You look like an accountant.
Yeah, you look like a super like baller accountant.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a game that they also play in elementary school,
You know
but
what's
with
funny?
passion.
Speaking of that, with how excited they are, like I watched a lot of WWE when I was growing up, and at the time, whether you knew it or not, or whether you had the idea or not, it was real to you. You know what I mean? And you know it's the whole thing. Pro wrestling's fake. Of course it is. Now we're 25, but like you're growing up, and the announcers, I've never seen more excited people in my life. Just forehead veins as far as the eye can see. They can't believe what they're seeing ever. And they're yelling about it, and it makes it awesome. And it's the best. It's one of the best parts of the show because you know how to feel as an 8-year-old watching enormous men beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched it last week, and it was entertaining, super entertaining. But I don't know how, knowing it's fake, any of the newscasters, the announcers, don't crack up every 13 seconds. How do you pretend to be that excited about anything that you know isn't really happening? They're the heroes.
Yeah.
They're the actors. Get them in Hollywood. Because like, I can't even like think of a like fake example of like just watching something and you know it's not. That's like watching the Lego movie and commentating on it as if they're really Legos moving around.
Like, well, how are they doing this?
And you're trying to sell people on the fact that this is really happening. These Legos are moving.
It's like if there was an announcer for a magic show, and you're just like, where did the hat go? there's a rabbit.
A hype man for Houdini.
No, but it's just like it's almost like you're a man when you can start talking about sports. Mm-hmm. And I just don't speak man. Apparently, no. I just don't.
I can't do it.
I can't. I try so hard.
I'll be at a party, and I'll see. You're kind of just hovering around. Who am I going to talk to at this party? Social event. What am I going to do? Social cues.
Yeah.
You're just listening for a topic, and you're like, oh, guys, we look like each other. Maybe we'll get along. No, it's never happened. You'll walk near the group and you'll hear something Verlander, and I'll go, oh no. Make another lap. They come back, and I'm like, baseball. I'll usually end up migrating if there's a group of girls talking, because it's much better conversation. It pulls me in. Someone's telling a story about something that really happened, and I want to know the dish. I need to be a part of it, and I just need to have a secret about someone else.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I need to look at somebody differently in a negative light.
It's just better. I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. I see it as a story.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, what did Cindy do this time? like, do you ever go in a conversation with maybe it's like a bunch of girls or with whatever, and it gets silent, and you're like, crap, I don't have any more crap to say about another person that's not in this group. What are we going to talk about now? World peace?
Come on.
What's time for that?
You know what's my luck though is I'll go into a conversation and I'll be like, and I'll see a group of girls talking, and I'll hear it. And I'll be like, well, this is going to be interesting. And the second I walk up, they'll be like, the whole time they're actually just talking about baseball, and I'm like, no, I was accidentally interested.
They got me. So that Jim Verlander. I don't know if that's his first name, but
Jim Verlander, his dad.
This is Jim Verlander.
Very disappointed in you.
I thought that kid to throw. Yeah, he saw me throw a beer once.
That's his stupid story at every barbecue. And he's got like one mustache. He's got
just half.
He's got to have a mustache. He won't be nowhere without his old man, Jim. Teach him how to throw money in the trash for baseball tryouts. But what stinks when I'm getting like really along with it and it's going really great and I'm happy about the conversation is then they'll be like, oh, we'll talk more at the sleepover or something like that. And I'll be like, I know I'm not invited. I get all upset.
No boys allowed. Back to the boys club.
Baseball.
My dad, he can't stand watching sports. And so since he couldn't stand watching sports, I never, quote unquote, had to watch sports.
Right. I feel like that's like how like every kid either gets tricked into liking sports. It's just like this vicious circle of like the kid's like 3 and the dad and the kid's like, oh, put on Yo Gabba Gabba. put on the whatever show. And he's like, no, we're watching baseball. And it's like, I don't know what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
And then he just has to sit there because the dad's bigger.
Yeah.
He's in the recliner. So, that's the alpha chair. Mm-hmm. And then he just eventually like gives in to whatever's happening on baseball. And he goes, that's probably good.
Yeah. Well, then too, he probably sees like when his dad gets mad or angry, he starts getting mad or angry at the thing. He's like, yeah, this is great. And then he'd be like, oh, that's terrible. Oh, yeah, that's really bad. And then later on, they kind of learn why.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of salute to a specific team.
Right.
And they're just like, I'm a Broncos fan till I die. And you're like, I mean, what if you moved? Like
now what? Then finally, this 8-year-old finally has something in common with this guy he lives with who's 50. He's like, yeah, we got one.
Yeah.
We don't agree on our hard opinions on what broccoli tastes like, but we do agree on the Broncos are good.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, my uncles and all that, a lot of them watch sports. Mm-hmm. Every event, it's just they walk in, hey, the Lions game is on right now. So they go, they turn on, they watch it. But my dad will just stand there and he'll look up to me and he'll just be like, I can't watch this crap. And he just like walks away. Not because they're losing, because he's just like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I don't get either. But he likes golf, or he liked golf. He would take us fishing, but it wasn't like extreme fishing like you see like Bass Pro Shop, crazy. Fishing. You know what I mean? Like, big old boat and all that stuff. Like he would just, oh yeah, let's go get fishing. But my dad loved duck hunting. He didn't like pheasant hunting, but my grandfather did a lot of pheasant hunting. Mm-hmm. So he was all about the duck hunting. And I say this all present tense because I realized probably about a week or two ago, I was like, wow, my dad hasn't done any of these things in years. Like duck, I'm like, hey, you want to go duck hunting? I don't want to get up early. And I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to either.
Yeah, like what?
And he's like, golf? He's like, I'm bad now. I haven't golfed in years. And I was like, Yeah, but as a kid though, growing up, that's what I saw. He was like constant. If he wasn't, wasn't at home, he was golfing or he was duck hunting, depending on whatever season was. It was fall/winter, he was duck hunting. If it was spring/summer, he was golfing. And then winter, he'd just sit in the house and be like, "It's too cold," and that was his thing. So yeah, so the winter's cold. Okay, so if it's like a barbecue, is your dad just up in the grill, my food, or is it a little bit more like your mom helps, or is it, whoever?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, he does. He uses the grill, kinda. Sometimes we don't have that many barbecues. I mean, like, every Sunday,
Yeah.
Richie and his family, have a Sunday barbecue.
Yeah.
Dad wears his apron that says "Kiss the cook," and everyone, that was a big deal. Like, then kiss the cook. He's a married man. He's advertising kissing him. This is crazy.
Sweet temptations.
Well, am I just supposed to say no? That's rude. Who's this guy that got invited to the barbecue?
If I don't kiss him, people will think I can't read.
You see directions, you do them.
I do as I say and I do as I read.
Also, I can read, in case you guys didn't know that.
Yeah.
I can read. Stop. Go. Kiss.
Well, how about your lawn? How's your dad like? Is he crazy about his lawn?
He's not crazy about his lawn, but he definitely, like, I feel like anyone tending a lawn finally realizes like this is my sacred space.
Yeah.
Like all I do is raise these kids, and I can never even go out to Chili's anymore. My only escape is cutting the grass and just being alone with this loud screaming motor and my thoughts. And I feel like that's the funniest thing, that like every single dad I know is just like, "Oh, grass needs cutting." A big smile on his face.
Yeah.
I gotta
leave.
gotta leave. But it's my birthday.
Don't ask me for anything because I can't hear it.
You see
I
him
can't hear.
3 hours later, he's cutting the neighbor's lawn, just waving at you, pretending not to smile and be like, "I'm having a bad time." He's the happiest he's ever been.
No, it's a weird shift when you're a teenager and that's the last thing you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get older and then you get your own lawn. And I'm like, oh, wow, I can just be alone in my thoughts.
Just cruise.
and still be productive. Like it's such a self, what's it called? It's like instant gratification. Because you're just like, wow, look at that lawn. It's looking so good. It was like shit before. I didn't know it was gonna be that short. This is amazing. It might be a little too short though. I might burn the grass. And then you go, oh, I gotta go out. I gotta water.
I gotta get that. I gotta
water. I gotta get out the sprinklers. Got the hose. Yeah, no, my dad, his first job, he worked in lawn stuff. I think he said he would sell certain fertilizer products or something. I'm not 100% sure.
Sold fertilizer products?
Something like that. It was something with the lawns. So, but he was obsessed with his lawn. And he'd like walk around the neighborhood with us, and he always had a comment on like people's lawns, and he like rate them and see this guy's got a good lawn.
Look at this.
See
Crabgrass.
here, it's either this guy's lawn is garbage or this guy's lawn is so good. See, how come I can't have a lawn like that?
What am I missing? Is it
That's a
petunias
problem.
in the corner?
It's too many kids.
That's what it is. They're stepping over it. I got dogs peeing.
Yeah,
and
it's
yellow
starting to get all nasty. Besides the fact that he works for car companies, or if he does or does not, is he into cars like, oh, look, it's a 67 Mustang, mint condition, blue with the nice ribbon.
With the nice
The leather seats, no radio.
He's not really into cars. He knows them all. Like he'll say when he's, oh, that's a something. And I go, all right. But he's not a car guy.
Yeah.
I would say that, just plain and simple. Like, we don't like, he likes a nice practical sedan, good mileage.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, like, because my dad's in the car selling business, but he's not. My dad is never and was never the guy who's like tinkering around in the car,
No.
like in the garage. Oh, I gotta put in the new muffler in the 55 sedan Mustang Pinto with the lime green frame,
Beans.
like whatever.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I was never like that either.
No, I just feel like it's the most impractical thing ever. Like, I think it's cool to be into cars. Like, I get it. It looks cool. But even then, I can't get past the impracticality of it. Be like, But like it to me, it's like the same thing as like when I see like someone with a nice watch. I go, man, it does still tell the time though, just like mine.
Yeah.
And like it's the same thing with but you're going 50 miles an hour down the road. Me too. Yours took up a lot of time and money.
So you weightlift. Your dad weightlifts. Weightlift is a pretty manly thing. When you think about muscles, He-Man stuff, you know, building it in, pumping iron, other things that relate to weightlifting. That's like the one of the few things of like stereotypical man things that I do really like. Yeah.
I check one off the list. I did it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. My dad was really into it. He doesn't do it right now. And so that is probably the same reason I did that. I love it. It's great. Again, no team, no.
It's just personal, individual responsibility.
Wow, talk about good stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even like working out with a partner, just alone.
Yeah.
Looking gross in the gym. Leave me alone. I like to look as unapproachable as possible. Loud music. I don't even match. Clothes don't match. I'm wearing a snuggie and a poncho.
You want people to question that if you're actually a member there or if you're a homeless man that sneaks in all the time.
That's it.
That's what I need.
Yep. But yeah, super into that. Love
Super
it.
into
It's great.
weightlifting. Manly stuff. For viewers who don't know, if you've ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where he says pump an iron and it zooms in and it's bamboo arms, that's what I got going on. I've had the same skinniness in arms ever since I was born.
I just picture his voice when he goes, I've been working out. Check it out. Just zooms in.
Been pumping iron. And it shows the little things. That's me. I tried weightlifting for maybe a month.
I remember that. I've never been happier.
Yeah. And I was constantly buying the protein shakes and doing the whole thing. And then stopped seeing results. And like a good man does, I quit. Now I'm just lazy.
Let's make the next topic that manly men things do. Quitting.
Giving up. Not fighting for honor.
Not fighting for honor.
In terms of food, manly man foods, why is bacon considered like a manly man food unless you're Jewish?
Because it's unhealthy and men are stupid.
It must be, but like everyone loves bacon.
Right. That's why it's a stupid thing.
Most
of these stereotypes are stupid. I don't like this stuff. I love bacon.
Bacon's amazing.
Bacon's great.
That's why, like, if it didn't have that whole it can kill you thing,
right?
It'd be you wouldn't eat anything else. Why would you need anything else? If it didn't like kill you, you would just eat that.
Why would you? You filled the void with the thing that doesn't kill you, but unfortunately, it kills you.
If bacon was like as healthy as an apple and tasted like bacon, there would be no other foods. You wouldn't need a chef.
People would stop dating each other and getting married because bacon's healthy.
Yeah.
You don't need emotional voids filled. Bacon did it.
Bacon does the job.
Unfortunately,
think of if like someone's depressed and they're watching 13 Reasons Why and they're like, wow, this is great. I could totally relate. All I would say is, yeah, but there's bacon though.
Right.
You get to eat bacon.
What are you doing binge watching this? You could be binge eating bacon.
You could eat bacon.
Right.
And not that crappy diner bacon, like decent bacon.
I just pictured someone like when you were saying they're watching 13 Reasons Why. I just picture them with like a bowl of popcorn, big bowl around their waist, but instead of popcorn, it's just bacon bits. And they're just, that sounds great.
That sounds amazing. After 2 scoops, you need insulin.
You need a bath and like a cold towel on your forehead.
You're just like, oh my gosh,
what's happening to me? You know, it'd be better though if there was popcorn like with like glue or like edible glue, like with bacon bits on the popcorn.
Yeah, especially the glue part.
Elmer's.
What if popcorn, dip it in nacho cheese, dip that in bacon? You can go. That'd be amazing.
I'm on that.
It is kind of weird though. There's so many stupid bacon flavored products, like bacon flavored soap, bacon flavored socks, bacon flavored, popcorn or candles or whatever. Steak. It's always like the manly man.
Meat.
Yeah, it's got to be meat,
but not like lean meat. Lean meat, that's not manly.
No, it's got to be like
It's gotta
giant
get you
steak.
closer to heart disease.
Yeah. The quickest man to their heart is to his stomach. Heart attack.
There's no quickest way to man's heart. There isn't one because all the arteries are clogged.
Sorry, they're backed up.
Boy.
Going back to driving real quick. The whole idea that men have to know where they're going about directions.
Oh no, another thing. I'm not good. Men are always the directions. We got the map, or they don't need the map, but they know where they're going. I can't take anyone anywhere with having a map without having MapQuest or the Google Maps on my phone. And I'm embarrassed to peek down or just to admit that I'm like Googling how to get to the mall. You know that place I was born?
Yeah. The place I go every day.
Yeah.
But I always think, you know what? I justify it. I go, you know what? The GPS, they might show me a quicker way.
That's what I say.
They might find the traffic, avoid the traffic for me. Wow, that's great. You think I'm not going to use it?
One time it actually made me look like I did it on purpose and not because I'm always lost.
Yeah.
It was in downtown and I was taking in downtown. There's Main Street and that's where you go. And me, again, this is just me following Google Maps, not because I know what I'm doing. The maps took me all these back roads, 100 stop signs, everyone in the back seat's complaining. And they go, Richie, what are you doing? What is this? And then we get back, we get out of all the back roads, we get back to the main street. Turns out the whole main street was blocked.
Nice.
I knew that, I said.
Yeah. They're blocked at this time, at this date.
They always are like this because
Yeah.
I always know where I'm going.
I definitely know. Thanks, phone.
And then I used 3/4 to pay for a meter. You know, men have change, probably. That's a thing men have.
Maybe. I don't
General change.
It's unmanly to eat a salad. Do you know how many times I crave salad?
Salads are great. Nice
Salads are
Cobb,
amazing.
Bacon. There's bacon on a Cobb
You
salad.
can put bacon on a salad.
Forget it.
You know, they're watching their figure. No, I'm eating this. I want them extra crunchy, nice and cold.
Yeah.
It's great for summer.
You should get a big donut or something.
So I think when it comes to outdoors, okay, so it's always like, oh, the man, he's got to be able to go outdoors. He's got to know how to survive. I think it's that, you know, because you grew up with like Boy Scouts and then you go in the Army or something. I don't know. But it's always like, it's almost like you're not a manly man unless you can go out with nothing but like a knife and a fist.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you can make like 6 tents.
Yep.
You can create a whole civilization out there. And it's like, I thought we did all this already.
We didn't do this?
We like, I'm paying money to buy like products, tools, kits, all these
Electricity,
things.
heat.
Yeah. I'm paying good money to live not like a homeless person out in the woods.
And then you're paying money
And then you pay money to go do
to
that.
live like a homeless person.
Yeah. And it's just, but my only thing is that it's just like, oh, you got to know these. Oh, this is a special ficus plant that you gotta rub twice, not 3 times. Otherwise it'll shoot poison.
Now
at
it's
you.
poison. Yeah.
Yeah. And you got to use that and you got to hunt bears and all this stuff. And it's like, that's always seemed like, oh, it's like a manly thing. And I was never like the outdoorsy kid. You know, right now I have an excuse to go outside, but notice when I say go outside, I'm not going, yeah, I need an excuse. I'm going to go kayaking tomorrow. No, I'm going out on my lawn in suburbia.
There's a rope attached to me and it goes back into the inside of my house. In case I get too far away from my house, I tug it twice. Wife pulls me back in. There's a good feeling you get from being outdoors, going camping. You don't get any heat and it's raining and you're cold and shivering. You only brought one change of clothes. I think that's nice sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's only nice because you know you're going to be home by Monday.
Yeah. You appreciate home more. It makes you want to stay inside more.
It's
because you question, maybe I should go outside. You go outside that one weekend, you go, I'm glad I'm always inside.
right. But you got it. You got it out of the way. Give you some perspective.
Yeah.
You get to put your toes in the dirt and not worry about taking a bath right away because everyone smells.
Yeah.
Is nice.
It's ideal.
I like how camping is supposed to be like this thing where you're like as close to nature as possible. Let's get back to our roots as Homo sapiens, right?
Yeah.
And then we spend the whole time eating the most like manufactured food ever, hot dogs, which is like we took meat.
You don't find wild hot dogs?
Right. Just like hanging around with the bun attached with like little cartoon legs and a top hat. Looks like the Mr.
Shoot 'em.
Looks like Mr. Peanut, but a hot dog. Shoot him with a BB gun.
There's a wild family of ketchup and mustard.
Empty their insides onto the hot. Okay. But I mean, like, all right, you know, you guys are yuppies staying home for the weekend. We're going camping. Also eating hot dogs with Heinz ketchup, like real, you know, early settlers. Stupid.
I remember Pioneer times. They just lived off of s'mores.
Right. If you really like the pioneers, you would just eat poison every other time you ate a plant. And then you'd be like, good. Almost died that time. And then you'd keep moving. You'd be like, okay, small red berries, bad. Big red berries, also bad.
There's also, well, I guess it seems like, you know, you hunt. But even when you hunt, you don't, like, eat the animal that day. It's always later on. You put it in a freezer, you stuff it, do whatever. I've always thought it'd be cool as like a little kid, you go fishing. When you catch that first fish, the first thing you're thinking about is, I want to eat this
Right.
thing.
You want to grill it.
I want to grill it. I want to eat it. I want to cook it. I want to have the full experience.
Cook it.
And every time they're like, no, you can't eat that. You call it a boot. You're like, oh. But it's every time you catch it, oh, can we eat this one? You either want to, as a kid, you either want to eat it or you want to keep it as a pet.
Right. Can we keep this one?
It's a bass.
It currently still has a hook inside of its eye. Yeah, I like it. Can we put like a cartoon eye patch on it? Name them Patches.
There's a lot of things where I go, wow, in concept, I get it.
All about it.
Sports, like in concept, I get it. Cars, in concept, I get it. Going out with just a knife and surviving. That sounds amazing.
That's the movie Rambo. I get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
But when I actually do it, I hate it.
Right.
It's the worst. I'm like, this is not like I want to like sports, but I don't want to like sports.
Right.
Like it's hard to. Oh wow! Like I wish I could have conversations about a team and be dedicated to them, but I'm like,
I don't
care.
I don't want that.
People cry. It's acceptable. It's not acceptable for a grown man to cry, which will be our next thing. Yeah. Cry anytime.
You can't show your feelings, heartbreak, be upset for a man.
Nothing. If all your children die, maybe if no one's looking.
One tear
if no one's looking, and you got to wipe it off real quick. But if your favorite team doesn't make it in the playoffs,
go ahead.
You don't even go to work.
No,
like it's done. What are they going to do? Pay him another $1 million to play again next year and do the same thing all over again? Wow.
He's already gotten over it.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. And it's like, it's a weird thing. Yeah, I want to go into crying. It's a manly thing not to cry.
All right, here at the Pizza Hummus podcast, listening, we're going to be crying.
We're going to be doing a lot of crying.
A lot of live recorded crying for the next 5, 10, 20
We're going to get really open of our wounds.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to... The ones that were healed over nicely, we're just going to cut those and just kind of rip them.
They're still fresh.
Rip them wide open. Get them nice and fresh.
So crying.
Put some hot dogs in it.
I feed my wounds hot dogs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got to I'm at a point where it's been so ingrained in me not to cry on things that when things happen that I should cry, I don't. Mm-hmm. But if I'm watching the end of Wreck-It Ralph,
dude,
it's nice and dark.
I'm bad.
like there's certain. It's so weird.
Good.
It's weird because I heard that and I'm like I really get it. Like nothing in my life has been that bad. I've been blessed for that, but it's been so ingrained in me to cry. And then for like my wife who cries a lot over just anything. It's not just like a sad cry or it's just like she'll just cry over it. She gets so emotional over things, and she looks at me like I'm this sociopathic monster that just can't feel feelings anymore. And I'm just like, man, I wish I could cry that this thing happened. Yeah. But I just can't. I just can't. And it's like, and it's because I've been so ingrained to not cry that I'm like, how do you cry? But then randomly I'll watch some, it's like a stupid kids movie or something, and it'll just like pierce right through me. Like,
it's weird what does it.
That's the thing.
Something happened to me because I had the same thought a while ago. And I was like, man, am I like, you know, like level C sociopath? I'm not the ones that kill people. I'm the ones that, and I was like, I feel like I should be like sad about stuff. And then something happened and it just pierced that like block, that wall. And now like, every other movie that like is supposed to make you like cry, I get like a couple tears. It'll water me up. Easy stuff.
And here's the thing, even too, is like sometimes that'll happen to me, and I'm not like bawling. either.
Right. No, it's never that.
So you feel like that, like you're, holding it in, you'd be like holding in the floodgates.
Yeah.
And eventually I'll go out. No, it's like just the fact that I can water a little bit. That's like huge improvement. Like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling this.
That's like an adrenaline rush.
It is. It's
Watering
an
your eyes a little
adrenaline
bit.
rush
I'm
to
like,
cry.
look at me, living life.
I get it. I'm part of this world.
I'm a human being.
I have a soul after all. like it gets into that weird thing. And
Yeah.
it's something like stupid, but for some reason I'm like, oh, that reminds me of my childhood. And
It's
I'm just like,
so funny how like something like Wreck-It Ralph, because that ending, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Something like that, or a different ending of a movie or a part of a movie, and I'm relating something bad that really happened to me in life to a Disney movie with animated people because they said it way better.
Yeah.
And they're feeling, these fake people, what I felt. That whole connection, I'm like, they knew I was watching.
yeah.
And one tear.
And given to the point of that, at that moment when you thought about that in your childhood or whatever, you weren't crying then.
No.
It took 20 years for John C. Reilly to voice a video game character and have you go,
Of him falling from the sky.
bad guys are good and that's okay.
Yeah.
Or like whatever.
I'm bad and that's okay, and that's good.
Yeah.
And that's oh, it's the best. First 5 minutes of Up, whatever that's supposed to do to you, destroy you as a man.
Another thing that's weird, and I think that this is kind of geared towards like, this is a manly man, at least in college, it was this concept of like, you could drink 30 beers.
Yeah.
You're not a man if you get drunk off of one beer. You can't hold your liquor.
Yeah, having a high alcohol tolerance, that is like supposed to be a manly thing.
Yeah.
Also, chugging beers.
Chugging
Who wants to do
beers?
that? It's carbonated. That hurts. I can't chug a Coca-Cola because it's carbonated. You got a big burp, that hurts.
It's not fun.
It's a fun big gas bubble.
Well, it just doesn't make sense because it's like, okay, yeah, oh, you can't handle your liquor. Oh, so that means I can enjoy alcohol at a cheaper price than you.
Right.
Doesn't make sense. It's basic economics. You can have fruity drinks, drinks. Oh, this tastes like strawberry and all that. It tastes good.
Right.
Why is it? It's like, oh, that's a girl's drink. Why? Because it doesn't taste like gasoline. Like it's
Right.
got to taste. The more terrible the drink tastes, or the more you can drink of it,
Right.
is X times X equals manly drink.
See, guys apparently are very economical with their drinking. Like, well, what can I buy 40 of for not $40?
Yeah.
What's cheap and tastes like as close to lake water as possible? That's what I like.
Or what tastes like gasoline and Clorox bleach without me having to mix those things together.
Like I used
That's
to.
a drink. That's a real man drink. I want to be blind after I drink this. Another one is cigars for manly things. It's always just like, hey, you had a baby. Let's get some lung cancer.
Yeah.
We don't want this baby actually knowing his father.
I think that pretty much said it.
I think that's it.
Yeah. That is a good, that's how men celebrate. 6 of them gathered around cigar.
Yeah. 6 cigars.
Tastes like shit. Everyone agrees. Everyone's as happy as they've ever been.
Yeah. They go, aha. I do though wanted to do like the rich man with the cigar and that kind of that smile, like having like, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah. When you're plotting to like destroy the small neighborhood
Yeah.
businesses.
We're gonna crush this place, but that's their home. Exactly.
That's
gonna
my
make 'em
favorite
all-
part of the plan.
We're gonna make billions. Then you take $100 bill, light it on fire to light your cigar.
And then it transitioned into the next scene. Then
like,
it zooms in on the fire and it just goes to like the people in the small town.
Yeah, wait, think about that. I could be completely wrong, but just off the top of my head, I can't think of a hero that's like, what are we gonna do? Smokes a cigar.
No,
it's always
it's a bad
the
guy
villain
thing.
plotting. He's got a big suit. It's what everybody thinks about when they think about big corporations. They think of that guy.
Yep.
He's around, super fat, just Mr. Moneybags,
Grease black
in a
hair.
suit, grease
Yep.
black hair with a cigar, going, how can we screw over everyone? That's like every socialist. That's what they think of for like the capitalist person. Is that guy? I want to be that guy for a day.
He sounds like he's got just always busy with how do I ruin just people for my own wealth.
Yeah. Like you think he'd have other work to do. No, it's just being a criminal mastermind.
What can I do? Like, maybe he's got to maintain his stock. No.
He loves big scale gentrification.
That's his favorite thing.
Gentrification.
Do you remember in Richie Rich where they had they go in his house and they had McDonald's built into the house?
That's the best part of the movie.
That was the best part of the movie. I feel like if you were rich, you totally could. Like, you could have a McDonald's. You have employees, minimum wage. It's not
Right.
going to cost that much.
No.
Maybe 20 grand. I don't know.
To have your own.
Have your
You just
own.
got to pay an employee to work there. 2 employees. You got to.
Yeah, one's
someone to take
making
your
it
order.
and one's greeting you. Yeah.
Or you can just yell back, "Hey, do Big Mac." He's back from New York again.
I need them to stat.
Just picture runs to the fries. I gotta drop it. It's gonna be a wait. Fries aren't ready yet. He's always a wait.
I own the place. There's no other customers, and I still gotta park in this. Can you just park over there, sir, and wait? We're in the house.
The ice cream machine is not broken again, Stevie. You're lying to me.
Well, sir, it's actually really delayed because it's not technically a franchise location. There's always an excuse. Always an excuse.
I'm going to Burger King. Walk 6 steps.
I don't glad. They just have a fine dining restaurant next to them. How come I don't? I gotta tip these people, but I don't gotta tip my McDonald's employees.
He goes to the fine dining restaurant in his house, right next to the McDonald's. Table for one. It's gonna be about 10-15 minute wait. Unbelievable. Men like us.
Yes.
They like to gossip with the girls. They like to cry at Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
They hate sports.
Exactly.
You need us, America.
You need us. This is a real man.
This is a real man.
Not none of that
I'm
fake.
changing. Here's the new stereotype. Wreck-It Ralph's your favorite movie.
Yeah.
Every man.
Wreck-It Ralph is the best movie.
Sponsor us, Chili's.